Oof. How is it going?
Hey, Ruffles.
Yeah, last night was fun.
Hmm?
I went over to my parents and helped them drop a willow. Then it got too hot, so we started working on my sister's truck, pulling the motor out of the one that she rolled. And we ended up at a rummage sale up the road from my parents. And this guy had these little bottles of booze. They're less than 1/2 pint, is what their size is labeled. Um, they're like hotel or airplane little minis, but these
Mm-hmm.
were actually made and produced like glass bottles, real legit stuff for Crown Royal and then Jacqueline's Forbidden Fruit. I don't
Okay.
know if you're familiar with
I'm
that
familiar with
particular.
Crown Royal, but not the other one.
Yeah, it's a little. Well, this one's little, but the actual bottle is like a nearly globe, like round bottle with a gold label around or like gold band around it. It's not even a label.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, so this little bottle is no more than 3 inches tall, same with the bottle of Crown. And this bottle of Crown is from '62. And so I was like, I got a buddy who loves Crown, so he'd get a real kick out of this little bottle of Crown. So I told him, or I sent him a text, and I was like, hey, you want me to buy this for you? And I caught the other one in the background too. So he's like, yeah. And then I went back to my parents' place, went back and then he texted me a little bit later and said if the other one was still there, grab it. I was like, okay. So I ran back, grabbed that one, went to the bar to meet him, and that was at like 3, I think I got there, and I left the bar at 1 o'clock. Pissed off a Puerto Rican though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in that bar. The interesting thing is I'm not like fluent in Spanish, but I understand enough that I can have a very basic conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was making friends with them, letting them know that I spoke Spanish back in high school, and I wasn't very familiar with it, but I enjoyed learning the new dialect and stuff like that. And I was talking with most of them most of the night, and having a good time and stuff like that. This one guy, they're all smoking a cigarette, and he didn't have a lighter, so I lit a cigarette, and I made the joke. And see, in the Navy, we say it all the time. I always light my bitches cigarettes. That's what I said. This is what started the whole thing. In American, we don't use bitch that heavily. Like we use bitch very lightly. But in Puerto Rican and Mexican, bitch is a big like insult word.
Yeah,
So
because they're a very machismo. What do you call it?
yeah,
Culture.
yeah, macho man. And so I tried explaining to him that in American, it's a joke between friends. It means nothing, and he just wouldn't have any of it. So because I was friends, or not friends, but I made friends with the majority of the group that was there. I mean, 6 or 7. One of them even bought me a beer because I bought one that I met the night before a beer, and we're entertaining each other, had a good time and stuff like that. And then this happened, and there was a divide. The people that liked me and the people that were mad at me for what happened. And the people that liked me was a larger group than the people that were mad at me. And if it was the other way around, I'm pretty sure a fight would have started. that's how bad it got.
Hmm. So you pissed a bunch of people off, is what you're saying.
No, I just pissed one dude off, and a bunch of guys sided with him. Some of those guys even talked to me. Like they came up and talked to me, like, dude, just let it. It's like I want to apologize. Like I didn't mean it as an insult. Like that's, and then I spent the whole, well, probably 1 hour of the night trying to apologize to the guy, and they would have it. It's like, come on, dude. Like, but he was probably in his. It's hard to tell. He had grayed hair, but not like, but it could have been dyed kind of gray, like it was all consistent with each
Mm-hmm.
other. So he probably was in his late 30s, my guess. The guy that I insulted, but it's just like, wow. But yeah, one of the biggest dudes spoke English really well, so he immediately got along with me, and we were having a good time, And I'd tell him something in Spanish, and he'd correct me or tell me what they would say in Puerto Rican, because actually, in Mexico, cabron is asshole. Like if you call somebody cabron, it's just like calling them like bitch or puta. And but in Puerto Rico, cabron means awesome, and they use it as a like how you doing dude. They call each other cabron. That means like a friend or a brother, sort of that sort of word. So it's like when they said to use cabron, I'm like, I'm not using cabron, no. And they're like, no, in Puerto Rican is it's similar to way, which is Spanish Mexican for dude. So if you ever wanted to, startle a Spanish-speaking person, you say "Que onda, way," which is "What's up, dude." Um, but for them, it's "cabrón," so it's "Que onda, cabrón." And this guy that I lit his cigarette for was one of the people that was explaining this to me not a half hour earlier, and he called me "good cabrón" before all that went down. It's like, really, dude? Like, how pissed up are you? So yeah, I should have left at 8. That's when I was drinking with what was that old guy's name? I'm fun to drink with. I make friends with everybody. Sometimes I piss the wrong people off.
Right, and then you end up having to run for your life. Mm-hmm.
No. I'll stand my ground. One of them even broke my sunglasses. I'm not gonna fucking throw fists over a pair of sunglasses I paid $30 for. It ain't worth a trip to jail. But yeah, like he was, talking to me, and he used my glasses as a representation of me if I continued to pester the guy to try apologizing. And he's like, "This will be you," and he, just bent my glasses in half. And I was like, "So I can't even say I'm sorry for, insulting him. That I didn't mean it as an insult." He's like, "No, just let it drop." And I'm like, "That's not how I do things." He called me crazy like 6 times and walked away. Yeah, like, if I screw up like that, I'm going to try apologizing because I didn't mean it to insult him. But I guess they do things differently down there.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Oh, speaking of cigarettes, I'll be right back. I haven't had one for a couple hours. I switched to lights, so... Not by choice, the gas station was out of mine.
Maybe you should quit.
Oh, I got my RimWorld up to 37 now.
Nice.
I ran out of bedrooms.
I have 6.
Hey, there you go. It's a good start.
And I've replaced my perimeter fence with a stone wall so that, they can't get lit on fire by guys walking up to it with a lighter. That's what happened. One of the raids, some guys just came up to my wooden perimeter wall fence and just lit it on fire.
Set it on fire and waited.
Well, they didn't get a chance to wait. I sent a squad out to go take them.
Yeah, the last raid, the last raid that I had was all like melee, and there's like one guy with an LMG, and so this is like 30 or 40 melee people, which are useless with the braziers that I have because they can't attack my guys, and my guys can shoot at them all day. I didn't see the guy with the LMG, and he literally walked right up to the embrasures, and my guys were just like not shooting. It was like a bug or something. I have no idea why they were not engaged. They could shoot him, he could shoot them, and he took two of my guys down and headshot one of them, killed them. And one of my good shooters too. Like Daryl was one of my, like, he had a 15 or 16 in shooting, so he was one of my squads for strikes and stuff like that. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Because they have well more powerful enough weapons to have taken him down in, like 1 or 2 bursts from everybody. But they just didn't shoot. I'm like, what the fuck? And then as soon as he kills Daryl, he starts walking and they all start shooting at him. It's like, what the... Yeah, it was some bug. I'm not sure what happened there. But, like, they just weren't... I was ordering all to shoot him because as soon as he started firing and took 2 of my guys down, I was like, oh, well, fuck. Because I have... With 8+ shooting, I have, like, 8 people, and 4 or 5 of them are higher than 14. So I have a lot of good shooters, and I was just like, why are they not freaking killing him? But yeah, now I'm even being more and more picky with my recruit process because I have people. I have so many people with social over 10 that recruiting is just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I don't really need any shooters or socials now. Like I said, I'm needing crafters still. It's like it's a skill I'm short. You playing diplomacy?
I have been, yeah.
It's been a while since I played that game. I honestly don't even remember how to play it.
Well, it is like a public game in the sense that anyone can watch.
Oh, okay. I'm just debating what I want to play. Since I've gotten my laptop back, I'm pretty much playing RimWorld nonstop. Let's go to my profile. Let's see how many hours I put on in the last week of RimWorld.
Of course, this guy decides to join after I rescue him instead of giving me a boost with the people he's from. Yeah, just whenever like a transport pod crashes, I always strip them first and then I rescue them. Just so if they do die, at least I can use their gear.
Yep. I always strip my
tainted gear. Yeah, I just strip everyone. If you go down and you're not already a colonist, you get stripped.
Yep. Yeah, I have. Well, with Combat Extended, you have the ability to stabilize, so you don't have to immediately, like, you can do it on the fly. Like, you don't have to have a hospital bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like a triage medic. And
sure.
So I have 3 or 4 of my gunners have decent medical skills, and they have medicine with them, so they'll stabilize everybody, then go around and strip everybody, and that gives me a little bit more time to pick and choose which ones I want to rescue and which ones I just want to let bleed out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I typically rescue everybody that's not the pirates because I can just release them and get boosts, but I haven't had raids from anybody but the pirates and the what is my my orbital ones, the Monster Squad, I think is their name. The ones that are just Space Marines. They're not affiliated with it. They're the Monster Squad. That's their fucking name. But yeah, those ones I'll just, if I don't see any good skills or they have a crappy trait or something like that, because I'm picky and choosy with my traits. I don't get anybody that's abrasive, anybody that has like misandrist or not misogynist or anything like that has a negative social impact.
Yeah.
I mean, I have 2 pyromaniacs, and that's hell enough when you know because they don't just do it when they're in a bad mood. They're they could be all the way green on their bar and be like, I'm gonna start stuff on fire.
Yeah.
Although I wish there was a distinguish, like essentially like jail for your prisoners instead of having to re-recruit them when you arrest them. That would be nice, like just like a timeout kind of. Because you can arrest your own colonists, but then you have to re-recruit them back, and it's like that's fucking stupid. Obviously they're getting arrested, considered guilty, but they're still a member of the colony. Like I should just be able to get them to auto join back, or after 2 days or whatever, they automatically come back out or something along those lines. I haven't seen any mods for that I can tell.
Yeah.
I was playing Push the other day, and there's Ciara, which is Charlie Indigo Alpha Romeo Alpha, and then there's Clara, it's Charlie Lima Alpha Romeo, and somebody they're debating discussing the two of them, and because their names are so close, and one of them was like, "Isn't Clara the one that cheats?" And everybody's pretty sure that Ciara cheats, but obviously no proof or anything like that, and when somebody asked if Clara cheats, it's like, no, she's just an angry Romanian woman, or angry Romanian girl. And I didn't realize she was on our team. I didn't even know she was in the game. And she's seen me say that, and all she said was, "This dude gets me." Because she just like yells at everybody. It's hilarious.
Just be great if I could get wind for more than half a day, so I could actually build up some charge in my batteries. This whole time, I've not had the stable power.
Oof, that's annoying.
Yeah, the only way I could get stable power would be to actually research solar panels, or to build like a wood-fired furnace thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I don't want to do a wood-fired furnace because those are annoying. I don't have boomalopes, so I can't do chem fuel.
Well, you could. Isn't there the biofuel generator or the biofuel?
Don't have it researched yet.
Oh, that's a research thing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually just doing geothermal now. There's a couple of geothermal vents I can probably reach.
Yep.
I really just need one. One of them would be it would be enough, yeah. But the grid itself, only needs about 2,000 watts, and it's 3,200 from a geothermal.
Yep.
And now that's without the crematorium running. Crematorium eats 250. I have that just turned off.
Turn it on when you need it.
Yeah.
But two of my most recent prisoners are the one trait that I have not been able to find. And I got two of them now. They're psychopaths. So now I can go dig up all the dead bodies.
Oh, hey,
and
pirates.
them.
Let's see here. Bolt action, no armor. Bolt action, no armor. Clubs, no armor. So they didn't bring any armor, just 2 guys with auto pistols, 2 guys with bolt actions, and 2 guys with clubs.
Attacking you?
Yeah, but they've just arrived.
That's not too bad.
It is not the end of the world, no. let's see. Get Jess to armor up. And Mr. Boomer needs to grab a melee. I have no good melee, just a random club. Well, he's using a random club then.
Oh, Mary's birthday and she got a bad back. Well, guess what? She's getting an advanced bionic spine implant. And while I'm at it, I'll give her legs and arms too. I think I have enough bedrooms now. Oh, no, that's right. I need these 3 to finish. And I do have my front area completely decked out with concrete now.
Yeah, the raid went very badly for them.
Fuck some shit up.
They attacked. Well, they attacked with like 6 people. 4 of them outright died, and I captured 1.
Nice.
My guys got bruised.
Bruises are good.
And it looks like I've stabilized the prisoner.
Wonderful. So I have a mod that adds the a cocoa bush and a cocoa tree.
No, that's
And I
in
figured
stock.
That's vanilla?
Yeah.
Really?
Like chocolate making? Yeah, that's in vanilla.
Oh, I did not know that. I've never played around with it. But I was expecting there to be a sub step or something like that. And it's like just like the cotton plants make cloth.
Mm-hmm.
The cocoa trees make chocolate. It's like, oh.
Well, it makes cocoa beans, and you gotta like, make it into chocolate at the kitchen.
Nope.
I think
Nope.
it just drops chocolate.
It drops a chocolate bar.
What the fuck?
Just like the cotton plants drop cloth.
That's
Like
weird.
there is no step in between.
Mhm.
I love Rimworld logic. So I'm adding 6 new bedrooms. No, 7 new bedrooms. Because I think I have 2 people not with beds. Technically 4, because I have 2 beds over here. I suppose I can at least get the slept on the ground thing gotten rid of, because I have all of these guest beds I can turn back into regular sleeping spots.
So, the pirate I captured has decent shooting skills, a mix of construction, animals, and crafting, and then he is incapable of caring, social, intellectual, artistic, cooking, or firefighting.
So, you got a new soldier.
No, I'm not going to bother recruiting him.
Wait, is he incapable of dumb labor? You know, let's take him on as just a hauler.
I could, but I don't need hauling for the amount of food he's going to eat.
True.
So it is better to give him. He's also a body pierce, so I'm going to give him peg legs and then release him because he's pirate faction. So he's just going to have like a permanent huge malice to body pierced.
Perfect.
Yeah. Like it's like I'm going to give him dentures. I'm going to give him peg legs. I'm going to make them regret this guy ever coming here.
And if he comes back, he'll probably break before he gets to your gate.
Probably.
One thing that bothers me is the expectations. So the low, extremely low, all that stuff is based off of where their sleeping is. So my prisoners have sky-high expectations, which is really annoying.
He has low expectations because he's sleeping in the outhouse.
Well, your pawns have the same expectations. It's based on your overall colony.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They all have low expectations.
Yeah. Well, mine is at sky high, but my prisoners also get sky high, which is kind of annoying because they tend to have a little bit more tendency to break. Like this guy right now, his needs are.
That's hilarious. I told him to
there.
give him a peg foot first, just to practice doctoring before I give him a peg leg. He failed catastrophically, and cut off the entire right leg instead of just the foot.
Perfect. We're already working our way there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have -3 A without table, -4 awful barracks, -5 unsightly environment, and -6 naked. So they have overall 18 debuff right there. Yeah, the only thing that's keeping them in a good mood is the fact that the stupid game gives them the best food unless you change it, and then when you recruit them, if you do, it doesn't change back to back on lavish. So if you have prisoners set to eating only or simple meals, I think there's a mod that does more prisoner management stuff. I haven't looked into it, but basically, if you set them to eat simple meals and you recruit them, they'll stay set to eat simple meals. It's like. So I was just like, you know what? I have enough food. It's not a big deal. I'll just let them have lavish meals because it gives them a +12. And that at least helps offset all that negative, awful barracks, naked, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my beer factory is running well.
Oh, that's good.
I keep on average about 150 bottles, so it's just keeping up. I had to put another field of hops down, though. It wasn't like I was running out every time there was a harvest. It wouldn't last till the next harvest. So
The leg's already cut off. Jesus Christ, this doctor's terrible. And the prisoner's
That's what
dead.
practice is for. Oops.
Yeah, so the right leg was already cut off. I told him to install a peg leg. It failed catastrophically as he sliced his torso wide open. He basically accidentally vivisected the guy.
Oops.
Mm-hmm. Oops, indeed.
Shit happens.
It certainly seems to.
Yeah, I also have a giant heal root field now. Yeah, I got one little cotton field because it doesn't take much to keep up with my supply for the backpacks. And 2 giant haygrass fields. Keep up with my silage demand for my 50+ chickens. 60 right now, and I have 14 eggs that are. These 6 are 55, and these 8 are 26. Okay, the 8s just got there. But yeah, I had this big swamp right in front of my main gate, so I put a whole bunch of moisture pumps out there so I didn't have to wait, just deconstructed them. It's only like 70% loss of material. I just covered every single water tile, so this, when they do their first thing, they clean the water underneath them right away. And so you don't have to actually wait for the moisture pump to grow out to its full rim or diameter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasted a little steel, but I'm still at 300. Never mind. I need some steel.
At least with rainy thunderstorms, you don't have to worry so much about the lightning causing
Fire.
fires.
Yeah, dry flash storms are annoying.
Yeah, especially when they coincide with raids. That's how I lost my last one.
Uh,
But that's okay, because right now, the entire outer perimeter... Ooh, another raid. The entire outer perimeter of my place is made of stone, so fire isn't really a threat.
at least from the outside. Just wait till you end up with a pyromaniac.
Tribespeople. Okay.
You can make friends with them.
Bo. No, they're doing a raid.
Well, but you can make friends with them still. The only ones you can't are pirates.
Yeah.
I have so many people that when I have like the minor breakers and stuff, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh. Slept without a bed. My bad. You must be new here. Or slept on the ground. That's the. Man, my builders are slow. So I did find that mod that I was talking about the one that adds way more priorities in the list.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have in their own separate categories in highest priority and lowest priority: firefight, patient, doctor, surgeon, bed rest, hall plus, clean only cleans sterile tile, um, basic, rearm for turrets and traps, refuel, warden, handle, negotiate, train. So training is actually lower for animals than negotiate. Butcher, cook, brew. All three of the cooking skills broke up. Hunt, repair, deconstruct, and construct all broken up. Harvest, grow, mine, drill, plant cut. Drugs, fabrication, machining, smithing, tailor, art, refine, smelt, stone cut, craft, load, cremate, deliver, haul, clean, research, manage, scan. It takes up the whole screen across. But yeah, it's really nice having, especially for the surgeon stuff, because I only want my best doctors doing, like people with the 15s, 16s doing
Yeah.
surgery, not the 13s and 14s that can do doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got a new doctor. You're level 10. What else you got? 7 mining.
Okay. Wow. Oh, fuck, that tribal guy died. Too bad.
Whoops.
I just didn't get to him in time. He died after I captured him before my doctor could see him. Yeah, he had a 10 in plants, so I was actually going to try and recruit him too.
Yeah, 10 implants is good to have. That's,
Yeah.
you do everything with that.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. Celavi, or not in this case.
My best gardener is a 17. and he only has a minor passion in it.
Okay.
But I think that's pretty much all he does. And like, I do have a lot of plants though. I love the show roof button.
Oh, hey. Finally finished researching geothermals.
Guess who's putting a geothermal vent harvester in?
Mm-hmm. Time to research beer brewing. I think I'm going to wait for the rain to stop before I build it, though. Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
So it doesn't blow up immediately?
It doesn't get affected by water.
It doesn't? Really?
No, you don't need a roof over there.
I didn't know that. Neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I put walls around it and don't roof it because it gets so hot in it. Just to help give it that extra protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with that new one, I am up to 38 now. Jesus Christ. See, honestly, for me, raids right now, my biggest concern is mechs, because with combat extended, mechs are so much harder to kill.
Mhm.
I'm really curious what happens if I go, because I have so many people right now. I go in the work tab, I take off manual priorities and check everything. What would happen?
Chaos, absolute chaos and bedlam.
Oh. Well, because you'd have, the non-skilled people doing the shit the skilled people should be doing. That'd be so funny. But it would all get done sequentially from front to back. So,
Hmm.
I don't want to try that just to see what happens. But at the same time, it's like, why bother?
Oh, I found out the other reason why you should build a stone wall around your geothermal plant. It protects you if the forest around it catches fire.
Oh.
Because the
That's
stone
handy.
wall won't let the fire come in and destroy your thermal plant.
Yep. That is a valid point.
It's also using up like all of my steel to do this. No, there's no way. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was saying I had one steel left to do everything. It's like, wait, no, I have like 500 something. It's a little bit
Wait
more.
a minute.
It's a little bit more than that.
Yep, wait. I've been there. Oh, and the other crazy thing about that guy that I pissed off is he fucking drinks Heineken. That's what I drink. But at bars, I usually just get tap beer because it's cheaper. So I was just drinking Miller Lite tap. I decided to put down, since I had so much wood to burn. Actually, I used up all my wood. The 13,000 wood that I had, yep, I used it all up. So I
Nice.
decided to put down wooden floors on the outside everywhere instead of concrete.
Mhm.
Actually gives it a really nice look. Like it's like a wooden deck everywhere.
Mhm.
And then I had a pack of mad bears, grizzlies, and then I had a pack of mad rhinoceroses, and then I had a pack of mad chinchillas. So between the bears and the rhinoceroses, I got plenty of meat, and then obviously the constant steady flow of the herds of elephants I go butcher. And I found out how to balance the whole insect meat thing. So I found out insect meat plus hay lets you make kibble, and all animals, or at least most animals, will eat kibble, and the chickens do eat the kibble.
Yeah.
So it's more nutritional to use.
You can also do that with human meat. Make kibble
Yep.
out of it and feed it to animals, and then use that.
I-
If you butcher those animals, you don't. That's the only way to get rid of the malice for eating human meat.
Yeah, but you still get the malice for butchering a human body.
Well, yeah, but you know, pick your poison.
Yeah. But now I'm just waiting for another insect raid because I'm actually out of insect meat. Went through the last 3,000 I had. What do I got? 80 left. I have so much corn. I have 4,500 corn right now. I had 12,000. Because my big Hubert farm was a big corn farm.
Mhm. Oh, it's a good thing I got that stable power, so he's got a heat wave.
Oof, good timing.
Yeah. So my coolers are working overtime.
Need more people to bunk up. Got a lot of single ladies and dudes. Oh, my first couple is still happily married.
That's good.
It's literally one of the funniest things. Is usually when you stick them in a bed together, they just get a mood debuff and end up disliking each other. Must be that jealous thing. They're both the jealous ones. They're like, well, I like this room, and I like this room. So I guess I'll just stick it out with you because we like this room. I don't know. Major Breakers, what are you pissed off about? Ravenously hungry. Or ravenously hungry. Well, that's not my fault. You have food in your inventory. Fucking eat it. You legitimately just built the table 2 feet away from you. Eat your damn food. Hey, they finished the upside of the bedroom, so now I can unforbid the beds. Yeah, I found that. That's a nice little trick. Um, I build the whole room. Well, I have a blueprint mod, so I just copy paste another bedroom, and then I forbid the bed because they'll make the bed, and then the pawn will sleep in the bed outside and be like, "Dude, the fuck." So I forbid the bed until the room is complete, and then I unforbid it.
Nice. Well, holy shit. Mega Sloth just self-trained.
Ooh,
Or
that's a good hauler.
self-tamed, yeah.
That's a great hauler.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Male.
Darn. I was gonna say if it's female, you stick it outside and it might get pregnant from another one.
Mm-hmm.
But you can always go tame a female. I don't think there's like 2% for them.
Yeah, I'm just setting him to exclude my, what do you fucking call it? Fridge, so that he doesn't eat all my goddamn food.
Mm-hmm. Not allowed to eat your goddamn food.
Yep.
I actually trained a thrumbos once.
Nice.
It took me forever.
Oh, I'm sure.
I trapped it in a room with beer so I could get it to stay on the map. And I had a stockpile with a bunch of silage getting brought in there. So it had food. So it didn't try to break out of the room or anything like that. I literally built the room around it. And then I spent the next, like, I think 5 or 6 in-game days basically doing nothing but having one pawn every chance they got, try taming him.
Jesus
And
Christ.
finally,
It's hitting 43 outside?
you realize I'm playing on a permanent summer map? I'm laughing.
This map has winter. I get snow occasionally.
I'm playing on permanent summer. My heat waves are like in the 60s. See,
Yeah, my heat waves are, it's hit 45 at this point.
no, 50. I'm sorry. I've seen them get up to 51. Is the hottest, I think. I can check my history.
I had to build 2 new coolers to be actually able to stabilize the temperature because I was running the whole base on 3 coolers otherwise.
Oof.
Yeah, 5 seems to be able to defeat it, so I'll just leave it at 5.
And you're still underneath your power generation, so
Oh yeah, I have plenty of excess power now. Like, even when the winds have completely stopped, I'm not really drawing down my batteries.
it's good. My batteries have not gotten used. I'm considering just deconstructing them. That's more room that I have for building them in. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll just deconstruct them. So I could just turn that all in the fridge right there, then have a very big freezer.
It's a Manhunter Tortoise.
Ruh-roh.
It's not even chasing after my colonists, but my colonists are all running from it.
Oh, change the thing to attack on sight and not flee.
Nah.
Well, then Manhunter stuff, like, they'll start targeting it right away. Versus just fleeing and it trapping them in a corner or something stupid.
Yeah,
they start targeting as soon as it comes into range.
That's less of a concern.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I'm literally just ignoring this tortoise.
Yeah, I mean, I've had it where I lost colonists because of the flea thing. It's really annoying.
Well, I've lost colonists because of the attack thing before.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the same for the other way around. I've lost colonists from the attack thing.
So I've got someone out there with a bolt action taking pot shots at it. She's really a shit shot.
Oh, so you build up her shooting skill.
Mm-hmm. towards got shot.
Wink. I recruited a pawn named Bob.
Nice.
And I think he's actually a good builder. No, he's a shit builder. Never mind. But he's nimble. Bob the nimble shit builder. I'm up to 13 dead colonists now.
Oof.
And I think I might have accidentally buried one or two in the outside graves. I'm not sure. I'll find out when I start digging. Once I recruit my psychopaths, fix the one that's got the broken back. So that won't be for another couple hours. Real time. Then, yeah, I have just a couple graves to dig up. 109 graves. I'm starting to get a bit of stutter now, so this is fun. I don't think I'll be able to handle all the way up to 50. I mean, just processing power alone. Should I tame some wild bacon?
Just be careful. If they go rogue on you, it fucks you hard.
Eh. I mean, I do have 38 colonists. I can lose 1 or 3. Sure. We will tame the, what are there, 7 of them? I gotta set up a bill in the manager for that. Oh, black market trader. I think it is Elda. Nope. Wait, yep. My best talker. Are you stoned right now, Elda? We're last time. No, she's drunk. God damn it. Alright, McFly, I guess you gotta wake up. You're not drunk. Come wake up. I suppose you can do it after you wake up. They're not gonna be leaving immediately. I hope this black market trader has medicine. I mean, I can craft it. It's just crafting so much other crap. It's easier for me to buy it. Oh, Croc, when are you gonna go home? You've been here for like a week. Fucking visitor. Well, yeah, he gets to eat freaking lavish meals. Why would you leave? Go back to your freaking tribal town. Oh no, he's an Orion. Motherfucker's from the fanciest motherfuckers on the planet. He's here bugging me. Yeah, now I'm looking for plasteel in my deep drill spots. Keep running out of that too. It's usually these stupid smaller veins too, which is annoying. Because I got plenty of these big veins. They're probably all steel. Hey, Tira.
Hey, Tira.
Hello.
You hopped on the RimWorld train?
Yeah, I just saw that.
So, you want to know what my current colony looks like?
Sure.
I have 38 colonists.
Oh wow. Nice. It's big.
Oh, it was a pain in the ass to get up and running, but now it's. And I'm using Combat Extended, which is nice.
Oh, they updated that.
I,
Oh yes.
I,
Yes, please.
it is so much better. Because I watched footage of people using the old one and it was somewhat confusing. This one I haven't had an issue with. Ooh, he has steel. And he doesn't have glass steel though. Fuck you, black market trader. I'll sell you all my gift bullets. But yeah, so I was watching just a playthrough and somebody was talking about how they were going to be trying Combat Extended out. And this was pre 1.0 release, and so another video of his later on, he gave it another try with the 1.0 release update, and from what I could tell watching him play, oops, I'm selling stuff I don't want to sell. Oh no, I haven't gotten to the stuff I want to keep yet. But watching him play with it, I thought there were some things on there that he was using that were combat extended, but they're actually other mods like defensive positions. That one's really nice, being able to drag the pawns in a line instead of having them always go to a clustered circle. And then you can also set defensive positions, which are nice too, because you just recruit your pawns and then click on the defensive position button, and they'll automatically go where you want them to go.
Yeah, that does sound helpful.
And I think it's just called defensive positions.
So, Underdark, I'm seeing your base and it looks very flam.
No, the outer walls are made of stone.
Well, if you have a fuse or something that, or conduit that blows inside, or incendiary mortars.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get incendiary mortars at his wealth right now.
Sure. I do like the new blight system better than the old,
I just hate blight in general.
but it's better than just instantly killing off your plant.
Oh, the way that it creeps now. Yeah. My problem is I would always clear a bunch of notifications at one time, and I'd accidentally clear blight and not realize it was there. And I didn't know what blight was, so it came back one time, and all my plants were like yellowish. And so I'd, harvest them all. Well, obviously they don't harvest all of them right away in order. They kind of, harvest a few here, harvest a few there, and they don't get any yield. And so the blight would spread as the new plants were planted. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? I couldn't get rid of it because I didn't see the blight notification. Now I know what blight is and how to deal with it. Fire works really well.
Yeah, I was about to do something productive, and then I saw you guys on RimWorld, and now I'm not doing things.
That's how it goes.
It's usually how it goes with me in RimWorld.
It's been a while since I've had a trader.
I think it's
A pack of man-hunting cows have entered the region.
well. Do you need beef?
Mad cow disease.
I mean, it's 7 full-size cows.
Yeah, that's a lot of meat.
That's a lot of fucking cows.
So I think traders are now based on the distance from a road and the road side. So if you're far away from a road on the world map, you'll have less traders.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most I can zoom out.
There's a mod that will take an
Yeah, I had it. I unequipped it. I could just turn it back on. Yeah.
big
Big everything. And this was without even using prepare carefully. The only thing you use prepare carefully for was the initial stat adjustment for the 3 that I wanted. So cooking, intel, and construction. Everything else I left, and I used the point buy system for those 3.
Yeah, that's pretty good then.
But yep. And it was a bit of a pain in the beginning because I was not familiar with Combat Extended's mechanics, and the first mech raid almost destroyed me. Um, I was not expecting mechs to just not take damage.
Yeah, don't you need like AP rounds or
You
whatever?
need AP. Their armor is ridiculous. Even with AP, you're barely doing any damage to them.
Like the uh Insurgency 2 AP meta, where pretty much you can use AP and only AP.
Yep. Yep, that's basically my guys all have AP equipped on their R15s. I was considering making L20s for all of them. And the hospital I'm remodeling right now, that's going to get turned and put up against the wall so I can expand the bedrooms going down to that area because I just took the wall down because that used to be my initial choke point to come into the base. I didn't have the opening in the bottom down there. Then I realized that they can go down and around that big wall. And I did install the turtle friendly mod because I was tired of freaking mech drop pods in my kitchen. Like every other raid was mech drop pods. It's like so fucking annoying. It just turns off I think drop pods, sappers, and siege. Everything else stays the same. So you can still get infestations. You still have guys that'll walk through the front door and attack you, but you don't have to worry about sappers anymore. You don't have to worry about drop pod invasions anymore. So I suppose Underdark, I'll never see the monster squad now to have drop pods disabled. Yeah, so the only raids I can get are Walking Edge, which I'm fine with. I could care less. Like, it's just the mech drop pods that it's impossible to deal with. That's where I've lost most of my colonists.
Or like how they split off the two different types of Skylar.
Oh, Skylar and Lancers.
I kind of like that. It gives a little bit of variety.
Yeah, I think there's talks of adding another mechanoid type.
Suicide fire bombers.
Yeah. Something like the Flood from Halo. Little tiny things. But yeah, as you can see, lots of bedrooms. It's like 30% of my base is bedrooms.
Yeah. Does the bolt action take 308 or 3006? Is there a
The 303.
303?
Yeah, I think the bolt action is replaced by the Enfield. So pretty sure that's the 303. I'm no crazy ammunition expert or anything, so
AGS 30. Oh, nice. Yeah, mine just calls it a bolt action rifle.
yeah. I just remember the starting weapon was the Lee Enfield. So that's what they replaced the bolt action with.
My starting weapon just says bolt action.
Do you have combat extended installed?
Yeah, I have the 1.0 update.
I'll have to look at. Wait, do you have the ammunition system enabled? Because you can turn it off. Yeah, go into the mod settings and look at combat extended. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can turn them off. You can turn hunt with melee weapon on. That's nice. Basically, only if they have a projectile, like a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher, is the only time you'll ever get Hunter Lax range weapon thing. So I have my 4 brawlers. Yeah, that's another thing. I have 4 fucking brawlers. They all have trombone horns, so that they don't get the mood debuff for having a gun. And 2 of them are hunters, and they go out and kill stuff with trombone horns for hunting. Oh, that's a lot of hay. $4,000 silage and 3,000 more hay and 1,000 kibble. Not enough. And 500 chocolate.
I like the addition of shelves. They won't things in shelves won't degrade.
Yeah, instead of having it based on the room it's in. Yeah, so you can use shelves for ammunition storage, and they don't have to be indoors.
As well as what Underdark's using them for as like a feeder trough for animals.
Feeder troughs for animals, and also I have one in the med bay for holding medicine. So the good medicine's on hand should an emergency happen. The shit medicine's back in the freezer because it's herbal. I like that. We should congratulate Mike on his, or not Mike, somebody on their bedroom, on their birthday, because they've made it to 50. As a result, they now have cataracts.
That's the worst one to get, because those are... I don't think in the vanilla game there is prosthetic eyes.
There are.
There are?
They're bionic
Well, I suppose
eyes.
there's the Aerotech. Yeah.
They also have base bionic eyes now.
Yeah. Oh, I have more prosthetics, or whatever it's called.
On a large map, I only get 3 steam geysers. No. Still does seem pretty low.
Unfortunate.
What do I even have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5? There is not a 5. I have 4 on my map. I think it's a large. So, Tiro, is the Matter Fabricator a base game now, or is that still a mod?
I think that's a mod.
Well, it used to be the Glitter World tech, but I don't have the Glitter World tech enabled.
Matter Fabricator. Yeah, I think that's still a mod.
The only one I can think, unless is that stuff in Rheumatomix? I thought Rheumatomix was just the nuclear stuff.
There is the passive.
How
counter
unfortunate
there.
for him. My prisoner went berserk and got himself shot.
What I like to do is I like to put shredder turrets from More Vanilla Turrets mod around my prison, and whenever they try and break out, I just get a whole load of buckshot in their face.
Actually, it might be Octung that I use for the click and drag. Here's my mod list material. If you have any questions.
Yeah, I don't really see anything.
Yeah, that's why I think that they added the
Is it under production? There's the fabrication bench and biorefinery, but that's that I can see.
so there is no
No matter.
electrolyzer, robotic assembler, matter fabricator, none of that?
None.
Even with God mode on?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Okay, then it is from a mod, but I have no idea which one. It must be from Rimatomics then. That's the only one I can think of that I don't know what it adds exactly because I never actually build any of the nuclear stuff. I just have it on there for one of the base things. I think it's the protective fuse because that one's 30 steel, one component, and it doesn't completely negate the chance. It only halves it, which I think is a little bit more realistic. Instead of the other fuse that just, the fuse pops and nothing else happens.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, RT fuse is something that's similar to that. The fuse gets destroyed each time, though.
I think the fuse does. Yeah, because it's made from a very thin copper wire in a glass tube. This fuse halves the chance that batteries will completely discharge. That's what it is. This halves the chance they'll completely discharge instead of blowing out the entire load.
Yeah, I think what the RT fuse does, if I remember correct, destroys the fuse, but the battery still discharge.
Okay. But, yeah, I think that's from Rimatomics. So yeah, then those big power generators are not gonna Underdark.
What's not good?
The big power generator, the 300,000 watt one,
Oh yeah.
is not. That is from a mod. I thought it was Glitter World Tech, but I don't have Glitter World Tech up and running. Unless Glitter World Tech became Rimatomics, and they just changed the name.
No idea.
Yep. Another one I would recommend to you was the Allow tool. That one's awesome.
Yeah, that's been
Is that
handy.
in the base? Is that in the base game already?
No.
No.
Like, it automates things like having to search the whole map when you start for all the shit that you can be allowed.
Yeah, you can literally just hit a button. It unforbids everything on the map that's forbidden.
Well, now they have the drag, and
Fight Simulator.
no, they have like a 2-on